That took a bit, huh? That took a bit. Let's see if I am live. Let's go over here. Where's the cursor? Yes, there I am. Put that over there. Over there. How do I get out of this living hell? Let's see. Go live. How you doing, Miguel? Nice to see you. Hello, let me go to my channel, see if I can find myself there. We've only just begun to share. Come on. I can see you guys, but I can't see it. Let me see if I can get to the live down here. All right, yeah, there I am. Let me see. Oh man, I feel like singing Christmas songs tonight. Okay, finally, there I am. I don't know why this makes me look so pasty, but I don't know. I guess it's the lighting here. Let me see something. Let's see if that makes me look like a week on the Riviera there. Are you okay? No, the bee extermination has not happened yet. So let me back up and say hi to everybody here. Let me scroll back up the big board, and we'll see. So Miguel, nice to see you. Peachy Pie, nice to see you. I hate go to hell, I'll go to heaven. Yeah. Hey, Bill Ellis. Hello, Carlos. GE, good evening. Yeah, I'm okay. We haven't done the deed yet. Hello, Robert. And hello, Denise. Nice to see you. El Chase. When the evening comes, we smile. What's up, Vicky? Yeah, the video is good, but it makes me look. I don't know what it is. The white balance must be off or something like that with this stuff. Hey Danny, how are you? Love your stereo receiver collection. Thank you. Hello Jen. Hello William Hanson. Missy, nice to see you tonight. Paul Meyer and Golden State. I'm okay. I thought we had a tragic accident. I knocked this off last night. It went on the floor. I was like shaking. Okay, it's still all right. So I guess we still have good karma. Very busy day today here. I'm prepping, got all prepped for tonight, so I'm okay. Hello, Cash App Oda. I don't know what the hell that means. Quality chat. So, yeah, it looks like, knock on wood, Wednesday I'm going to be shoving off for Vegas, hopefully that will come to pass. I'm supposed to get a delivery tomorrow on something that I desperately need for the camera. So I'm very excited about that. We'll talk about that a little bit tonight. I'm kind of in a quandary here. Yeah, Vegas big. I don't know what Cash App means, but hello, Murder Hornet. Hello, Vanilla. Nice to see you. Vegas, woohoo. Yeah, I'm kind of in a quandary that I will discuss in a little bit as soon as we fill up. A little bit. Yeah, as you saw this morning's video, I got things all prepped. I was out there doing doo-doo. I managed to get those 2 rings off last night, and then I did my reconnaissance today, this morning, and figured it all out. Of course, you guys were with me. Hello, Lisa Ann Holiday. Nice to see you. Vicky Victoria, good to see you. I'm going to get something to drink real quick here. panther on my mind. Do 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 do. I love that. Hello, Craig. Nice to see you this evening. Thank you, Jeffrey. These are just my everyday togs for banging around like today when you're laying down in the gravel by the railroad tracks by the Tower of Doom. You better have some raggedy clothes on when you're hanging around that place. Yeah, the back end of that song, it's so funny, you won't ever do the back end of that song with your doo-doo. I don't even know what the hell that means, Johnny D. Put your translator on. English only. Do you ever get tired? Lisa's sitting in the dark, bad storm went across Indiana and only 18% battery life. I heard, what do they call that, a derecho? Like 100-mile-an-hour winds or something like that. It's going to hit Chicago this afternoon. We are concerned about your increasing intake of ice water. Well, I wanted to cut out the diet soda. So I guess in my estimation, and a lot of people, it's better to drink ice water than, and it is warm tonight. Better to drink that than diet soda. Can you get into those towers? Yeah, I answered your comment, and thank you for those of you who watched that little, I think it was less than 3 minutes today, on the Towers of Doom. I've always been particularly taken with them because they blend this funky Mexican artwork with the sandy stone blocks of the tower, and they have the wooden platform on top, and it's just a really weird looking place. But the reason they haven't torn that down is it is chock full of asbestos inside, and they don't want to have to deal. As long as they don't mess with it and they keep it closed, and that asbestos is theoretically entombed in there for a long time. It was really bad. Didn't see that yet, jumped right on. Yeah, no problem at all. I try to at least heart some of the comments on there, but it seemed that people really enjoyed that little featurette today, which was fun to do. I went at about about 7:30. So it would still be kind of gray outside, befitting the mood. Came in for a bee update. Teeny, I did that this morning. Yeah, there's the Towers of Doom video if you haven't checked that out. And cinematic stuff is always a combination of music, pacing, story, and building up to a crescendo and things. And I tried to make that video just open with the little flower scene on this street, and as you get closer in, you get a little more of the drama of that whole operation. So I hope that those of you who haven't seen that can check that out and have a little bit of fun. Teeny, the bee update. I did that this morning. I went out after the live stream last night at about 10 o'clock, 10:15. It was really quiet, and I was creeping around and just real rapidly just went and pulled the two rings off and ran into the house as fast as I could. Don't know, I thought today was Sunday. Guess I missed your intro. Yeah, it is Monday today, so yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Every cinematic gets better and better. I enjoyed every minute of it. I got a long way to go. I only have one lens, and a lot of the more artistic people would say you should force yourself to use what you have, and it's a very brutal lens. It's effectively a 50 millimeter, which is a rather narrow field of vision. It's probably about a 50 or 60 degree field of vision, so it's very hard to get wide angle shots, but it's the only thing that I'm working with. There's no autofocus on it or anything, so all that focus had to be pulled manually today, and that's a nightmare. So I was going to try to put the train into it, the commuter train. I like to get low shots of that going down the track. But the thing kicked up a damn stone, and it almost knocked me out. I couldn't believe it. I might put that up as a separate little snippet. This thing just kicked. I don't know where in the hell the little stone came flying towards me and bounced off. So time flies when you're having it. Summer's just about done. Crazy how quickly yeah, it came out okay. I've always been fascinated by those towers. There's just something very iconic about them in the neighborhood here, and just that building in general. It's probably the weirdest piece of land. It has vehicles on it. Remember when the man who shall not be named and I were chooching one night, and the guy's like, "Oh, what are you shining that light in?" That's part of that whole weird operation, and God knows what they do in there. I'd love to video in there. All I see when I walk back at night is like they're doing welding with the arc light, the arc sparks and things. And I love night video. I love that. So if I missed anybody, hello Joey D. Nice to see you. And Dave, I hope that you are doing well. So it's a lot of fun, and it gives you 3 minutes of just a little break from your day to get a little music plus video experience. So it's all a learning curve for me, which brings me to my conundrum. And for those of you more word challenged, we could say brings me to my little dilemma. I'm gonna go to Vegas on Wednesday. And as you guys know, yeah, I'm excited for Vegas. And I'm thinking to myself, if I'm going to try to go like the full bore Vegas experience, I might just go with the cell phone or whatever and just concentrate more in enjoying the experience. And don't be mad if I end up in a hostel. You know, when it comes time to put over that credit card, that can get real. Just take it before I change my mind. That can get really shaky. Dave said, I know that video must have been a lot of work. Only insofar as I shot 64 separate scenes, and I probably used about 15 of them in there, because you go out with one idea of what you want to do. I wanted to do Morning in the Hood, and I looked at the video that I had, and I thought, oh man, the best looking stuff I have is with the Towers of Doom. So I decided to just chuck. Sometimes less is more. Just chuck the other stuff and concentrate on that. I'm not backing out. There's a show on TV, and it features people making homes from firehouse, silos, barns, and I can't remember the name of it. There. Hello, Nancy K. Nice to see you. It's a very iconic structure. It's been part of my chooching, street chooching, evening chooching, day chooching, afternoon chooching, all the way back to 2013. When I was just uploading videos and things, I was always fascinated by the structure, to see that still standing in the middle of the most urban area of the city. So I hope everybody's doing good tonight. So no, I'm not backing out. It's just like I'm thinking about how I want to extract the most experience from Vegas. I want like a totally different dimensional experience than the usual. I'm not saying there's not going to be streams. There will be pop-up streams and things like that. But I'm really contemplating about how I'm going to pass the time, and what I want to try to accomplish down there. Hello, Prancer. Nice to see you. So that's kind of the thing. I mean, do I want to go down fully loaded? And part of me says, yeah, because you should always shoot where you are and everything with with what you got. So I don't know. Too bad it's asbestos, something of beauty other than it probably could have been made of, maybe like zip line. Yeah, I thought it would make the first like adult horror theme park, right? It would make the cover of Time magazine. Is this America's entertainment in the future? And I thought they could have the roller coaster looping around the towers of doom and coming down. And the roller coaster comes down and it kind of comes to a little bit of a slow area because you're going into where like the bums are standing around the 55-gallon drums with fire inside to keep them warm, and the dogs are chained and they're barking and and all that. I had I had big visions for that. Hello, Laura, nice to see you. I had super big visions for that operation. Opens at 10 p.m. and closes at 4 a.m. No one under the age of 18 shall be admitted. I thought that would be pretty cool. You could have a little pit for demolition derby there. You could take some of those old wreck cars and just get them just barely enough to move and go out and have some fun. Of course, the lawyers in the insurance company might say otherwise, but what do they know about fun in this day and age? So, where do you guys weigh in on that? You know, if I'm going down for the experience, to me, it's if I don't capture some of it for YouTube, then it's not a shared experience. And the most fun that you have, I believe, is when you share those experiences with people. So I think to myself, nah, I got to still keep the cameras rolling and check things out. So I don't know what you guys think about what your thoughts on that would be. But yeah. And if this lens actually shows up tomorrow, which it's supposed to, then it should open up a whole new ball game for me. A lot of things are still closed down in Vegas. Okay, that's the other problem that I'm encountering too, is I'm doing some research on some places, and some places are still in a pretty good lockdown mode down there. So good evening, Eddie. Nice to see you tonight. And I don't know if things are getting better or worse, to tell you the truth. I was reading tonight in the paper like 100,000 kids have tested positive for COVID-19, but I think people are wearing masks. They're taking it seriously, so the numbers are starting to go down. But let's not fool ourselves. I'm going into a hot zone. Hey, Chef, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hey, Juan. Yeah, thank you for your nice comment. Chef said thought I'd see Joe Biden around the corner pop up at the towers of doom. I say flip a coin, one or the other, right? How you doing, Zeus? Nice to see you. Hi, Laura. What about the Neon Museum? That's outside, so it was open at one point recently anyway. Isn't that like $35 or something to get in? And you know what? You're not allowed to video in there. You're not allowed to take video. And I don't like to do things, if I can't share that with you guys and capture that in a cool way to put together into a nice feature. They don't want to have people just watch it on YouTube and then, that was all right. And then they don't go see it. Hi, BB and John. Yeah, it's expensive. I videoed from the outside with the selfie stick. I put it over the wall. You can see a few doodads there, but for $35 or whatever the admission is, you should be able to, in my opinion, you should be able to video. But it's just it's the way that things are in the world right now. Hi, Judy. Yeah, Chef is a good cook. So I know I want to do. I definitely want to go down to the cemetery. That's always a fun thing, and I'm always intrigued by black widows, as you guys know. So I definitely want to do that. I know that's going to be an evening. I want to spend some time with Monkey Boy and Mr. Z. especially if I have a nice place, they can come and check it out, and makes it a little more fun. How you doing? How you doing, Bobby? Nice to see you, Bobby in the house tonight. I hope you're doing well, Bobby. And then that leaves dining and all that. So I might just go for the whole enchilada. I'd really shock you guys. I know you're saying 8 to 5 says Rosie's gonna be down at the Dive Motel and all that. This might help me class up my game a little bit, right? Help me lift my game and rub amongst the upper crust there, and just maybe some of that'll rub off. And yeah, Teeny, I'm going to thank you, Zeus. I'm going to head down on Wednesday. Thank you, Rabbit Haircut. Yeah, the conservatory area, I guess you're talking about at the Bellagio, is always beautiful, especially at Christmas time. It is spectacular. They use all natural flower, and they do a wonderful job. You're going to do the whole gamut for at least, yeah, the whole gamut for at least one night. I might just do the whole stretch in there. I mean, how often am I going to do this, right? Not often. But I've never done this in my life. I've never done this. Okay, and I just think one time, just to have that experience of street girl at the high end, at the highest of the high in Las Vegas. I think that would be pretty good. And then Bobby will get really pissy, right? He'll say, well, when I came down to Vegas, we stayed in El Cortez for $35 a night, right? Ladies and gentlemen at the round table, how you doing, sweetie doll? Hotels are cheap. Hotels are cheap. I might stay at the Grand downtown. They waive the resort fee, so effectively you're just getting, the rack rate with nothing added to it. It's a very nice place. It's all been remodeled. The old lady Luck Casino. You're the best. Love your cinematography. Thank you, Sassy. I'm doing good, Karen. Hi. Yeah, the Pretty Woman Adventure. You like my cinematography? Thank you, sweetie. You're like my number one fan when it comes to that. But I think people are learning how critical music is. And hi Lisa, I have to give a tip of the hat to Insane Chef too. He was in Frederick, Oklahoma, and I thought really did a nice job of checking that town out. And with his walk and talk, you really got a sense of a town that's just barely hanging on by its fingernails. So I really think that, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, at the round table. I really think that camera can be so powerful to convey an image. In other words, the average person going down Sebastopol Road where the Towers of Doom are, it doesn't even make an impression. But give the right camera movement, the right framing, the right music, it can just turn into a totally different thing. Chef said, live it up for a few days. I think I will. How's it going on? See, Airbnbs are all expensive now. Everybody's the hell out of Dodge. So Vegas is like the cheapest thing in the books right now. So yeah, thumbs up are appreciated. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, it's very, very appreciated. Chef, how's it going on? Yeah, I really enjoyed, I like it when people pick up a camera and try to, you don't have to put yourself into things, but get out there and do that kind of content. Thanks, Rosie, for the comment. I use my own music as well to pick the right music or like the music. Thank you, Chef. That the music is the very underappreciated aspect, and also lighting. There's not much I can do about the lighting outside. There's not a hell of a lot I can do about the lighting in here, but I got a few more angles to try out here. But lighting, and music are just so critical for the whole thing. Room service, massage, and evening gown. There you go. Yeah, Bobby had his at a baseball game to go to. Okay, Noreen is drifting off. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Kimmy, as always, leaving me very nice comments on the work. So if it inspires somebody to pick up a camera or even a cell phone or a smartphone or iPhone, then go for it. You'd be surprised what you can do. Hope we get little chocolates. I never had that. Whenever the hotels I stayed at, let me tell you, Craig, if I see something that looks like it's chocolate on the pillowcase, do I need to go there? Right? I'm not going to find a chocolate on the pillowcase. I might find, something that came through a hole in the ceiling. Well, it makes me feel like I'm there in California. Good. Oh, thank you, Judy. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to, Noreen. I'm going to do that, and I'm not going to belabor the money of it, lest I be accused. You know how ultra sensitive YouTube is about at least some parts of the community. Any chance you would exceed your $20? No, and I probably won't play at the Wynn. I don't think if I'm going to put the money on the hotel, it's going to remain the $20, and I'd be more apt to walk up to Slots of Fun at the Circus and drop it there. Get your clothes on. The circus pretty pricey. I wouldn't even touch this. I couldn't even touch the circuit. What cam looks like 4K? Right now, I'm using the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. Doesn't look good to color rendering at least on my screen. Hey, Enrique, nice to see you. Play the quarter pusher. You could bet on the Stanley Cup. I know nothing about hockey. That's the problem. I know nothing about hockey, which probably means I have as good a chance of winning as anybody else. But you guys know, when I go to Vegas, gambling is not first and foremost in my mind. It's getting the stories out. It's finding the interesting things. People make great content down there, the lights and everything. It's wonderful. And the president got interrupted when they had this night. Those huge cameras on their shoulder. Thought of that. Yeah, you got to carry that big Sony professional reporter's camcorder with you. It is people watching. It definitely is. It definitely is people watching. It's the number one thing that is entertaining, and you can see the whole cross section of people. Now, if I'm gonna, this is all the more reason to try to be discreet with using the smartphone in places like the Wynn, because they're not going to tolerate people running around, obviously videoing. They're going to put up with smartphones and iPhones, but they can still get some pretty darn good. You can still get some pretty darn good quality. Sometimes you have to downscale. I mean, there's some areas you can video in, and I plan on doing the thorough review and put together a nice montage of wherever. I'm going to just run in and flop on that bed. I'm going to get some bills and just throw them up in the air there. I'm going to do that. Jay Berlin, how are you? Nice to see you. Vegas is perfect for people watching. So yeah, this is probably the best shot I'm gonna have at the low point of the year to go in there and book something good and just eat it and enjoy the experience. Thank you, Joan Ann Smith. It's been a while. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. 1999 from Joan Ann Smith. Yeah, let's score a touchdown. What's up, Twink? Uh, the sports book takes bets on who's gonna fight the. Thanks again, Joan Ann.
Hey, sweet Rosie, it's been a while. Life.
But you're never overdue on your taxes here, okay? That's a beautiful thing here. Our membership is, as it's always been and always will be, a thumbs up here. That's your only membership dues for the chat. If I send you $20, will you drop it in the slots? No, keep your money, honey. Did you see I saw the explosion in Baltimore. I know exactly where that neighborhood is and the three houses. Let me tell you, in the middle of August with a gas leak, I think somebody was doing a little cooking in the hood. Boom. Boom. It looked like a war zone. It is sad. It is sad. But yeah, I would do that. Yeah, I would drop it. I would use that as one of my days because I don't need. Yeah, don't be a fuddy-duddy. Okay, I'll do it. But I'm still sticking to the 20 a day because I don't really have that much interest in gambling, and I figure that 20 a day gives me as much excitement as the person that's sitting in the $500 a hand blackjack table or the $100 minimum bet on the craps table. Okay. Good night. Okay, be filming Wednesday and baking tomorrow. Okay, sweetie. Thanks for coming on and thanks for being such a wonderful supporter of the channel. So many of you guys take time to leave comments and watch the material. I really, really appreciate that. Hey, Hematite, how are you? Nice to see you. Good evening. How you doing, Delinda? To me, it's all relative. You give me a $2 can of Sapporo beer down on Fremont Street, I'm the happiest person on planet Earth down there. I get the equivalent joy as a $500 roll on the craps table. Yeah, it's I don't know what the state of the slots are going to be, but to me, it's a boredom thing. Like if an hour at a slot machine would be my absolute at gambling would be my absolute limit of I would just be bored. I'm too jumpy. I need to be moving around. I need to be seeing things. Going to be rolling into money. Looks great on my background needs work. You're very nice tonight. 400 gig down. Lighting must be brighter. Yeah, there's a lot of things to work on here, but that's the fun of things. So I just keep rolling on, keep working on it. Yeah, I did. I was a hyperactive kid. Definitely, I was that kid in grade school that could not stay in the seat, was running around, running up, pulling a girl's hair, and then going back to my seat, taking my straw from the cafeteria. Who did that? The whole class is going to stay until we find out who did it, and all these fingers pointing around to me. You got me. Last time I went to the casino with Dee here in town, I went in with 20 and $94 less. I don't know what it was, $33 for dinner, so $61 after meal. Atlantic City, I had my credit card and do some cash out on it. It was the last trip I went there. Okay. Yeah, sitting drives you nuts. Yeah, the lighting is brighter. Thank you. Lights might be tightly round, so you gotta. The more you hear the casino squawk, the tighter that the machines are going to be. Right now, the Sands is squawking, and some of the other properties are in pretty tough shape. So they're going to probably have a little bit of a higher hold on them. In other words, better odds. They can't advertise we're loosening the pay tables in Vegas. They just can't do that, right? So it's not going to have people put it in gear. I'm putting it in gear for Vegas. I heard they loosened up the slot machines 3%. I might be in the winner's circle. Stood in the corner. I'm shoving off Wednesday, hopefully. That's not good to have gambling, that's for sure. I really don't have an addictive, maybe YouTube addictive, but I had my nose in the circle on a chalkboard. There you go. Hey, Alex, nice to see you. Man, the most shocking thing I ever saw gambling. I was at one of these. It was a casino. It's about 20 miles up the road in Geyserville. It's called the River Rock Casino, and it opened before the one in Rohnert Park. It's the Great Rancheria. It's the third biggest Indian gaming casino in California. And I was up there, and the guy had to come and service the machine. The credit card, debit card, cash advance machine. And when he opened the thing up, it's like 100 cards, 100 credit debit cards fell on the ground. I'm like, what the hell happened? Thank you, Jay. Thank you. Here you go. Money for trip in Vegas. Have fun. Thank you, Jay. Very, very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Okay, take care, Al. Thank you, Jay.
Rosie, here you go. Money for trip in Vegas of fun.
Fun. There we go. Living the high life. Good night, Karen. Thank you. Thank you, Jay. Jay's a wonderful supporter of the content on the channel here. Hi, Linda. I asked the guy, I said, what the hell is this? Did the machine malfunction or something like that? He's like, no, when we get a card in there that sometimes the machine will say, the feedback on the computer will say, keep the card, like the person's like a scammer or something like that. And all those cards that came out were all cards that had been held by the machine. That really made an impression on me. Really made an impression. And did Baltimore have the same thing happen to them with the gas line that happened to San Bernardino? I don't know if it's the gas line, or I don't know. In the neighborhood down there, Labyrinth Avenue. Gas line leaks they're rare. They're in older cities like Baltimore. They have much more robust. They don't have to worry about earthquakes as much. So they have much better gas lines. They tend to be the oil and gas resistant stuff. And I suspect somebody was doing a little home cooking, maybe cooking up a little chili sauce or a little bit of blow there in the kitchen, and somehow or other, the flame went off and the house kept filling up with gas, and then somebody went to just light one, and boom, that was it. How you doing, boss? When my hubby gives back my debit card, don't worry, Lisa. Don't worry, Lisa. There's no obligation. Mouse Toes, good to see you, sweetie. We missed you. So I've never had to worry about being addicted to gambling. I mean, I had stints at horse racing growing up in the shadow of Pimlico Racetrack. In college, I happened to win a pick six. You had to pick the winners in 6 straight races, but I had to split it with like 10 other people, but it helped pay the tuition for junior year of college. Sorry to bring up Baltimore. Look, Baltimore's a tough town. If I had to name 5 rough and tough cities in America, Baltimore would definitely be amongst the top 5. There's no doubt about it. It's just it's tough as nails, and it's people are just scraping by. They're doing anything they can to survive, and a lot of those neighborhoods in Baltimore are just run off of illicit drug trade. That's the way it goes. That's the lifeline of money. I'm addicted to danger. Yeah, Baltimore's not for wimps. It's a serious hard knuckles town. It's still very racially divided by zoning. You can have a neighborhood like Guilford that has the most expensive homes in Baltimore City, right up against Govins, which is a terrible neighborhood, York Road, and all the one-way signs are coming out of it, a nice neighborhood. That's by design. Okay, it's a very weird. It's all laid out very strategically to keep separation amongst people. So, yeah, it's like Philadelphia, North Philadelphia. There's some areas that are brutal in Philadelphia and Baltimore. I put Camden, New Jersey, in there for sure. Chicago obviously is just being riddled with violence and looting and everything else. Parents were lottery freaks, but I never got the bug. Lottery might be your best shot when you think about it. If you've noticed in Vegas, the chance for winning big money is coming down. There used to be a lot more slot machines with bigger pay tables. Now I look at it, it might be $800, $1,200. Used to be like $25,000, something like that. And there's very few things that you're going to do that are going to change your life. That's why I always try the mega bucks machine. It's the one that's like $13 million, because I might be the slob that just that might change my life. But there's very few other things in that casino that are going to change your life when it comes to gambling. But a lottery could potentially do that. I think over time, if you were to spend $10 a week on lottery tickets and just take a shot, you might hit something decent. And the mathematics says, worst case scenario, you should be down 10% on your money over the long haul. So, but every time you bet, your money goes down and down, and so the house always wins in the long run. Mess around. Hey, Nature Woman. Hello, Ma 2020. I enjoy poker too. Poker's a game I would play, but again, I used to play Tournament Omaha, which is like Texas Hold'em. Instead of getting 2 cards to start, you get 4. And you can imagine the pots are much bigger because the potential for everybody thinks they got a great hand, so the pots get huge. And there's a game where you play the person, you don't play the cards. Any 2 cards can win at poker. Some people are very aggressive. They'll just put all in on you, and if you lose, you're thinking, oh, if I call this bet and I lose, I'm done for the night. I got to leave. I want to hang around for a few hours and socialize with the buds. So, okay, take it. It's yours. It's yours. Slot machines generate 80%. I enjoyed the movie Wall Street very much. Very much. I knew a guy that was like that. I knew a guy that was like that at Royal Bank of Canada. He was our head currency trader. He would trade $500,000 to $5 million at a crack on the international money bank-to-bank exchanges. Sean says, as far as gambling goes, from your video, you're up 3. I'll go gambling. Just push that button, ring my bell, put the 20 in, just go around, be the slot whisperer. The one I found, I can't remember, it's got the little devil on it with the pitchfork. I can't remember what the hell it's called. Hot money or something like that does good. And you put that 20 in and you just play. Sometimes I'm not going to play 800 pennies on a, I'll do the next one, maybe 320. And just keep your fingers crossed you get into that sub game. Okay. Hey, Charla, how you doing? Anacott Steel, yeah. Blue Star likes Anacott Steel. Blue Star, yeah. Blue Horseshoe. Let's face it, if you don't think people move on inside information, look what happened to Kodak. The rumor got out the government's going to give them $750 million to develop pharmaceuticals. The insiders were buying 2 days ahead of time. And now they're going to probably lose the loan because they didn't play right. Sister gambles on her iPad. What's up, Darby? Did you enjoyed the metal detecting. There'll be more of that coming up. And if you haven't seen the little cinematic thing I did today, I hope you check that out too. They're always insider training. People can't keep their mouths shut. People, I got Jen. She's my friend. I say, Jen, Blue Horseshoe likes Blue Star. Okay? What's Jen going to do? She's going to call Missy. Yeah, who needs Kodak? That's right. When you got them shaking, who in the hell needs Kodak? Michael Sheen did Michael Douglas was brilliant in Wall Street. Absolutely brilliant. He deserved to win the Oscar for Best Actor. It was, let me tell you, I spent years in that environment. I saw guys with the braces and the $300, $400 light blue with the white collar and the perfect tie. I saw guys like that, and they would rip your throat out. Fine, Texas Hold'em, poker in the front, liquor in the rear. I think it's liquor in the front and poker in the rear. That was on the outside of the Reno casino. Greed is good. There's nothing wrong with greed to a point. They're so slimy. Yeah. Yeah, Prince Noob, nice to see you. Yeah, everybody's inside trading. Oh, it's too irresistible. And these guys all went to the same colleges, the same universities. They all know each other. They all scratch each other's back. I thought Charlie Sheen did okay. I mean, he could pull off being kind of an eager dumbbell. He didn't know a lot that's going on, but he learned pretty quick. Look what happened to Martha Stewart exactly. I sent Martha Stewart when she was in Virginia lockup. I think I got a video back in 2013 or 14 where I sat down and I wrote her a Christmas card for the West Virginia Women's Detention Center. I never heard back anything. I never heard anything back from her. Not even a return, reach around, right, card or something like that. Yeah, look what happened to her. Daryl Hannah was pretty good. Daryl Hannah, I could never really warm up to her acting. I don't know what it is. There are certain actors that they're natural. They're just as much as I don't like De Niro's politics and stuff, he's just a natural actor. Al Pacino, same kind of thing. Jack Lemmon was Jimmy Stewart. They're just natural. You don't even think about them. I think Gordon Gekko mimics Michael Milken the most. I don't know if Michael Milken was more into junk bonds with Drexel Burnham Lambert, and he pioneered the whole idea of junk bonds as things that people would have an appetite. Before that, Wall Street was much more conservative. They'd never put somebody in a higher risk bonds or something like that. So Michael Milken just packaged them all up and said, "Hey, if you put 100 of these shitty bonds into a portfolio, your risk will be lower." So I don't know. It all went to hell. Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. Yeah, yeah. She probably. I don't know. Well, Golden State. My heart was in the right place, right? I mean, I was leading with my heart with Martha. Gonna sit down and write her nice. Has Asperger's. She's very quirky. Yeah, she's like Holly Hunter. Who in the hell was that? Diane Keaton. There's some quirky actresses. Goodfellas. Anything that Martin Scorsese did was outstanding. Anything he did. He has a certain way that he has a certain video style that's just all of his it's a certain cinematic style that you can always tell he's very good at character development. Streets of San Francisco. How you doing, Juice? What's up? Yeah. Reach around card. Reach around return card 2020. Exactly. I mean, it could at least give you a courtesy reach around, right? Just send you something. Also, we get to see that video, West Virginia. Did you ride the choo-choo train in West Virginia? No, I didn't. I went down to Harper's Ferry, up into Paw Paw. It's a state with a lot of natural beauties, a lot of poverty, but a pretty cool state. Were you a big fan of Waterworld? No. That's what I said the other night. Spielberg said, no matter what, don't film a movie on the water. And Kevin Costner went right ahead and filmed Waterworld on the thing. I mean, you think to yourself, that's cool. We'll build all these rafts. We'll be like half fish, half person. And they fail to remember that you got to have people with big ass Panaflex cameras and lighting gear and sound equipment in there, and you're filming on the water, and this raft is just barely above, floating above, and all the electrical hookups are shorting out, and things are blowing up, and people are getting electrocuted and all that. Kind of feel it cost a million. Because it cost a million, it was a disaster. Like Michael Cimino's, what the hell was that? Heaven's Gate and Ishtar was another huge bomb. Another huge. You can like it. I don't even know if I ever saw that movie. I don't know if I ever saw that, but I could watch a Scorsese movie every week. I've probably watched Goodfellas 5 times. I've probably watched Casino 10 times, and there's so many other great movies. Good night, Ninth Element. Take care. Cosner did a western called Open Range, one of the best westerns. Robert Duvall, another Academy Award-winning actor, right? Freddie Highmore amazes me when he plays the doctor on the show series, and then you can speak perfect English on the show and revert right back to English speaking from England. Yeah, you'll find that people from the UK, they can do a good Southern accent. You hear a lot of them can do that. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. I like the original Mad Max. You know the guy I like best? The guy that was the gyro captain. He had these cool goggles flying around. He had to be the coolest damn guy in that show. I love that. I love that. That movie was just one long, just start 'em, go, and the poor camera guys having to sit backwards on motorcycles and weaving back and forth among these people. Like the only thing that I could think was comparable was the great chariot scene from Ben-Hur, having to film that thing. Can you imagine that? Flipping off the back of them and getting run over trampled by the horses and things. I have a real appreciation for camera people, especially when you have to go backwards filming people that are coming towards you and running with people while they're like 1917 running along these real long takes. Madly talented chick is Tina Turner. I would agree. I love the movie Dances with Wolves. That was a good movie. That was well done. It just Dances with Wolves shows you don't need a lot of if you have a good story, you don't need a lot of fancy sets and things like that for that. Oh, I remember the Jerry Lewis telethons. You were amazed that Jerry Lewis could sing and dance. Jerry Lewis was 14 years old, making $200 a week in the Catskills, and bussing tables in daytime, waiting, and then entertaining at night. He cut his chops up there, and then it's on to the vaudevilles. You had to be a dancer. You had to be a singer. A lot of them had to be a musician too. What was nice about Dances with Wolves was the epicness of the settings on the outside, the countryside. Still no electric. Had powering down. Good night, Lisa. Thank you for coming in tonight. Sorry to hear about that. Terrible storms coming in. The leather helmet and goggles remind me of Snoopy. That thing was beautiful. That gyro, Captain, that's what I tell you. When these Aussies put a film together, they do it. They have real characters that play these. They get the most caricatured people they can get. And they had that pencil neck geek and that gyrocopter going around. It was beautiful. I saw a YouTube interview with him, and he was very, very serious, down to earth. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Jerry Lewis's interviews, but Jerry Lewis, look at his 1965 interview, his black and white, with David Susskind, the David Susskind show. I don't know if any of you remember David Susskind. But he was very straight-laced in that, talking about his wife, Patty, and the kids and how important. And then at the end of his life, he did wonderful things with, I think he raised over $1 billion for muscular dystrophy through his efforts, which is magnificent. But he didn't leave anything to his kids. He left it to his second wife, so... Hey, Scottish, how are you? The minute Grayson couldn't be made today because of toys, one I can think of. I don't know if you'll be able to do period pieces again. Like you couldn't make Gone with the Wind again. I'm sure some people have been itchy to remake, to get their mitts on that, to redo it. With the 2020 special effects and things like that, but it's difficult. Hot August Nights, not this year. I'm going to look that one up, Rosie. I'm very interested in that. Yeah, I'll tell you, some wild movies out there, some good stuff. Libra, nice to see you. The Geisha Boy, my favorite as a kid. I like Jerry Lewis, the king of comedy. He's good in that. Second wife got all of his money too, so I don't know. He had a real hard on for his kids for, whatever they did or whatever way they went. It just didn't quite work out. Didn't quite work out. So, but things evolve, right? Brandon, movies are a reflection of the times that we live in. That's why science fiction is such a safety zone, because nobody cares. Something creepy about last movie, The Joker. It's almost like prediction. The Joker. One good one good channel. Kevin James has a great YouTube channel. He played the husband on King of Queens. Really nice, very likable, kind of a cute, lumpy guy, and he's actually a tremendous actor. And he has this little playlist on his channel, Kevin James. It's called Sound Guy, and he puts himself in the middle of movies as the sound guy and interacts with the actors. It's so well done. Want the mods? Isn't that Schultz guy from? Yeah, Charles Schultz was the creator of Peanuts. Yeah, he lived here for 45 years. There's a museum here, the Peanuts Museum. Yeah, and all of his works, and they come from all over the world, particularly from Japan, to line up to get into that place. Hey, Painting Houses! Hi from New Zealand. Hope you're safe and well. I hope you are too. Lucky you to be in New Zealand, and you don't have to worry about a lot of this crap. The kids could contest the will, but they didn't. There was a lot of bad blood. Jerry Lewis's son Gary wanted to get into showbiz. He did appear with Jerry Lewis early on, but then Jerry Lewis had zero interest in helping him promote his career. And being funny is not an inherited thing, unfortunately. So, No Country for Old Men, that was good. Well, you ought to see Kevin James' channel and Robert Wilbur. Look at the playlist called Sound Guy. He interacts with that actor on No Country for Old Men. It is amazing. Yeah, I'm painting I'm a Kiwi. We got a couple Kiwis. Got a couple Kiwis in here. But yeah, I like those movies. Anything with Daniel Day-Lewis in it. Another very gifted. There's no bad takes with Daniel Day-Lewis. That movie, There Will Be Blood, I put that up as one of the great movies of the 21st century. News for me. My son was offered a new position we accepted, moving to San Diego in September, downtown near Petco Stadium. That is great. What a great place to live, San Diego. What a great place to live. Epic. Right down by Petco Stadium. He was good in Lincoln. He was good in There Will Be Blood. I drink your milkshake. I take my straw and I put it in yours. Drink. He first came to my attention in, I believe he was in Last of the Mohicans. He was tremendous in that movie. I think that was his first big movie, which is a hell of a gory movie in a lot of ways. I mean, that was probably like the real deal. Gangs in New York was tremendous. That was a great movie. I think that helped De Niro cut his chops on being, not just being Italian, but playing the consummate period Italian. Yeah, he was great in that movie. Last of the Mohicans surprised me. It's not like the 1950s version, or these people were getting tomahawks in the head, and it was. He's moving to where Mom and Dad met, a nicer place though. I think they voted San Diego like the most livable city in America, which I would tend to agree with. Which I always thought was funny, because Tara would be like, you must like living in San Diego. She's like, no, I wish it was rainy every day. I really like And I was like, I don't like rain, cloudies. I'd like to switch places. I'd like to switch with you. Love San Diego. Downtown is all revitalized. Yeah, you don't hear about a lot of stuff going on in San Diego. People get along. People get along pretty good down there. People get along good in San Diego. Most places in California. Yeah, San Diego's for sun lovers, boaters, RVers. You can be up in the mountains and up in Julian in like, I don't know, 90 minutes. You can be in El Cajon, and it's very nice areas there. Yeah, it's an expensive area to be, but it is so nice. I can't wait to visit once you get settled. I like to go out to Cabrillo Point and Balboa Park is beautiful. I like it when you take a plane into San Diego. It's pilots don't like it because it's like Hong Kong. You're coming down right in the middle, at least the old Hong Kong airport. You're coming down right in the middle of the city, but you get the most beautiful views of the down below coming in. Julian Mountains. We used to go fishing there. It is a beautiful, beautiful city. How you doing, Janet? I'm just going to get a refill. I'll be right back. La dee dee dee. La dee dee dee. La 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 doo doo doo. La da doo doo doo. Well, fiddly dee, here we'll go to the barbecue with Miss Scarlett. All right. Yeah, Hillcrest, the planes have to drop to make that runway. Yeah, Hillcrest is really, it's really up there. It surprised me. Time for my healthy choice organic here. Be safe, Peachy Pie. Take care. Nice to see you. La, 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 la. So what's going on with Janet Fields? We had Bobby in here a little while ago. Bobby Mack. I had to work in San Diego once week. I always went with him. Drive around all day. I liked Hillcrest. That was a cool area up there. Yeah, really nice area. What happened? Oh. Oops. Did we lose it? Oops. What the hell happened? I don't know. Let's see. Am I still on the air? Did I go? What the hell happened to Streamlabs? Oh, you're still here, but I lost the whole... I lost the real-time chat. Damn, that's weird. I got Streamlabs on the... I don't know what the hell happened. Name of the Father, 1993, excellent movie. All of a sudden the whole screen just white out on me. I'm like, what the hell happened? I'm real. Let me throw this away. This thing is so glitchy. La dee da da, do 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 Rosie, I watched you make that pie. You knocked it out of the park. I was impressed. Made your own pie crust. Yeah, I enjoy making my own pie crust. But I'll tell you, Lisa, I gotta rate that right up there with the lemon meringue as my like my dual favorite pies now. Delicious. Poltergeist. Oh, yeah, Poltergeist on the Rancho. La Jolla is beautiful. They still have the Ladies Bridge Club building right above the beach. Tastes to me like Mama should tell you. It was wonderful, very tasty. Maybe Ava Gabor was on the pole, huh? Ah, Mr. Douglas, could I interest you in some new gardening implements? Ah, Mrs. Douglas, how are you? Oh, Mr. Haney. Irvine. Howdy, Ginger. Irvine's a nice place. Irvine's nice. That's a real biotech place. Did y'all see that silver is almost up to $30 an ounce now? Damn. Rocking and rolling. Hibiscus flowers, the birds of paradise. Yeah, just a really nice place. Doesn't really get to, although I was down there at Thanksgiving or Christmas time once. The cold as the witches down there. It can get chilly down there. These things are great. There's a lot of biotech at the University of California, San Diego. You got Scripps Institute down there. Yeah, there's a lot in that whole area. Your surgeon was in Irvine, huh? You got the boot camp. You got Camp Pendleton down there. You also have Diablo Canyon Nuclear Plant. You drive by that. Had to watch. Chef said just coming back in. I had to watch another Bud, man. I like California. They got too many regulations. Sucks. I can't even. You can't visit, Roy. What prohibits you from visiting? Because there's a lot of California's actually in a lot of ways, it's separate from the rest of the country because of the Sierra Mountains going down the spine. There's very few ways to get into California. When you think about getting into the major cities from east to west, there aren't a lot of entrances into California. He got offered a VP, only 30 years old. Oh, that's great. That is great. If it weren't for that Trump hating. Cindy! Tell me how you really feel. I'm from up Michigan. I carry my... Oh, okay, Roy. I got it. Okay. I got it. I wanted to get a carry permit, but our county doesn't issue them, or city, so good for him. Okay, I get that. Yeah, it's just this is a very blue state right now. Roy, they charge $200 a week their taxes. We cannot. Man, Lisa, you must get taxed to death, honey. Taxed to death. Yep. Some states, California's tough on that. But, you know, my friend Sean the Brit, he's had a carry permit from, lives around Sacramento. I mean, some counties are very easy. There's no problem being salty, Lisa. That's what makes you very lovable. Let's see. Slammer says Trump is on his last legs. Biden is just as weak. It's quite strange to me that we have, you know, both of these guys will be like 79 and 80 when they assume either a second term or the presidency, which is. Now, it's not unheard of. I mean, my pop's going to be 91 in September. He's very sharp, but I'm just saying it's, I think my pop is more, you know, I don't know. I don't want to venture into it. I don't want to go there because they're both duly, you know, they're properly in the race. So, on the different, I noticed a lot of, after spending a weekend, I don't know, with laid back people. Yeah, San Diego is all about, the thing I noticed about San Diego, and to some extent Hawaii, was the people that live in, I knew I shouldn't eat that ice cream. I got my dairy allergy. The people that live in San Diego will put recreation and the pleasure of life before money. I'd really noticed that. Now that's crazy because there's very expensive places down there because a lot of retirees have homes. But the young people, I didn't see a lot of get up and go. It's just like make a few bucks being a waiter or waitress and hit the beach. If you talk, they look at you like you're crazy. Well, Irvine is not a tourist town, right? That's the thing. I mean, it's a white collar biotech high tech place. So they all wanted to go home at noon on Friday. Everyone, there you go, Libra. Let's go surfing now. Everybody surfing now. Come on safari with me. Ooh. Now let's go down the beach. It's noon o'clock on a Friday afternoon. Chuck on that teeny weeny bikini and grab your board shorts too. Let's go, baby, surfing safari. All want to go home. San Diego's laid back for a big city. I enjoy it too. Traffic can get a little crazy on the I-8 and on the I-5 down there. But they do a pretty good job. They've allowed, there's like some Jewish organization has let them use a parking lot for homeless people that like have a safe haven to stay and park there. Yeah, my co-workers too, Libra, when I came from the East Coast to, when I came out of Hong Kong and being born and raised on the East Coast and then living in China and Hong Kong for years, I had a hard time gearing down for Hawaii and California. Everybody like, whoa, 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 wow, you're... We have until next month to do the project. We don't have to knock it out tonight. Yeah, but I like to get it out. Yeah, just whoa. Where'd you come from? Hong Kong? Oh, yeah, well, look, just chill, okay? Just chill out. You're going to get paid the same whether you do it tomorrow or a month from now. So I had to really gear down. It was an automatic job offer, yeah. So it took a while to gear down from the intensity of being overseas. Yeah, I was like a whoa man. My boss was like, whoa man, whoa. But when I worked for AT&T for a short little stint over there, my boss was from was from New Jersey, man. He was like braces tied. He was hard driving. So I go teach him to slow down. I like to go, 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 go. So yeah, California slowed me down a little bit. And people are like, "You talk funny too. Are you from Philadelphia or Baltimore?" Let's go, baby, surfing. Now I got that song. I got that song stuck in my head now. Wire lemons twice as much as live, basically the same. Yeah, they're hella easy to grow, chef. I can't figure it out. You can get limes 10 for $1 here. When I moved from Long Island to Glendale, Arizona, and took a management position at Glendale Dodge, all the workers were worried about is where they were going to go with their RVs on the weekend. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, big Navy town. That's why I moved there originally. A friend in the Navy. He was now he works for Booz Allen, nice management consulting company. You have to learn to smell the roses. California changed me a bit. It's changed me a bit. I'd say Janet lives much more. Being a native California girl, she lives much more the sort of just whoa, throttle back. I know a dickhead. Oh my God, there's Janet. Oh. Janet has to go nuclear. Hi, Jackie. How are you? Drop that big bomb. Went nuclear. Right into the zone with that one. Wow, 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 wow. I drank a Navy O Club in Poway more than once. It's cool. Well, Craig's had a lot of experiences in life. You never want to break down anywhere in the west, except the West Coast, when you have a Dodge Ram panel van. Speaking of Dodge dealers, that one in Cheyenne, Wyoming, Cowboy Dodge Ram. It's like, man, we never even seen one of these things. We don't know not can. We got to order a key. It's gonna be 10 days to get that key. How you doing, Thomas? I did enjoy Arizona and got an RV and joined the club. Did they show you out, Craig? Chilled you right out. Chilled you right out. I didn't spend a lot of time in Arizona. I mean, I was just down in I spent a lot of time in Yuma. Just really passed through south of Tucson. Don't really know a lot about Arizona, but a lot of people sure love it. Prescott and up in the colder areas of Arizona, they like that a lot. Yeah, Craig's very nice. My friend's squadron kept their eye on me. All right, guys, it's about 9:30. I'm going to call it a little short tonight. I got a few things I got to do tonight in preparation for tomorrow. Keep your fingers crossed that my stuff shows up tomorrow. It's far as I know, I'm going to be on the road Wednesday, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. So I want to thank you for being on. We're only one thumbs up from 100 on tonight. Yay! And if you haven't checked out the little cinematic pop I did this afternoon, please take a second, 3 minutes, go over there and watch that. And thumbs up would be appreciated. Thank you, Ace. Good night, Scottish, my moderators. Lisa, everybody else on here, thank you so much. Missy, Janet, Lisa, Joey D. Thank you, everybody. Ace Egan, thank you. Mouse Toe, is great to see you. Y'all have a good night.